పెట్టుకొని షిప్ ఎక్కొస్తుందో రాయమని చెప్తున్నాడు.
అంటే అన్నీ కరెక్ట్గా ఫోటోస్ పెట్టి వాపస్ పెట్టాలి.
వదిలేసి ఉండే
చేసే కదా క్లాస్
ఎమోసి వాళ్ళు స్టెల్లర్స్ టీమ్ 18 స్టెల్లర్స్ టీమ్ 18 हल्दी होती है What are the teammates' names?
स्टार्ट हो गया है?
हाँ हो गया सर.
Abdul, would you call this team? Synergy. ये statistics अभिनव का नाम भी नहीं है. अभिनव राज का वो वाला चिन्मयी
Club head to please inform for the degrees on the list. Mr. Shivyogi Gunwali, Director KLE Tech, Dr. Vinayak Goswami, Professor Department of MBA and Additional Director KLE Tech. Mr. Harish Agadi, Associate Director KLE CRPD. Dr. Vinayak Goswami, Associate Professor and IIC Convener. Ms. Sulaina Ma'am. very good morning to one and all present here. I, Shubhangi Huli, on behalf of Team Making BBB, take the privilege to welcome you all. Making BBB is a student body under KLE Tech responsible for all entrepreneurial activities within and outside the university. We work towards supporting and nurturing startups while creating the right environment and opportunity for you to grow. With this in our mind, we have ELVIC 2.0, a platform dedicated for fostering interdisciplinary collaboration where teams of bright mind come together and tackle real-world challenges. Today, we will witness the power of teamwork, creativity, and innovation as participants present their innovative solutions. To grace this occasion, we have with us Mr. Shivyogi Kurmali, Director, KLE Tech. Dr. Vinayak Rosmani, Professor, Department of MBA and Additional Director, KLE Tech. Mr. Harish Agri, Associate Director, KLE CIPD. Dr. Vinayak Kulkarni, Associate Professor and IIC Cambridge. Ms. Sulena, I now request all the dignitaries of the days to please light the lamp to symbolize the inauguration of ELVIC 2.0. As this flame illuminates the room, let it also ignite our minds and inspire us to reach new heights. Thank you, everybody. I now call upon Dr. Vinayak Rosmani, Professor, Department of MBA and Additional Director, KLE Tech, to set context for ELVIC 2.0.
Very warm good morning to one and all. Can you be loud? I can't hear you. Can you be loud? Thank you. I am here. I think you have been already brainstormed about ELVIC 2.0, which is an event under banner of CITI and truly and fully organized by students of MIB. I request you to kindly clap for the MIB team. Thank you. I will not take much of your time, just to brief about ELVIC. This is a one-day program where almost 52 teams across 312 students are participating today. And you are being given with a problem statement along with a solution, and you need to come out with a better solution and present it to the juries. The top teams will also be getting the cash prize of 6, 4 and 2,000 each. And also there is a continuation which will be done by my colleague Sunela Madam. Thank you for the opportunity and all the best for all the teams. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I am delighted to present to you a captivating video that captures the essence of ELVIC 2.0. I now call upon Sunena ma'am to give our participants a brief on an upcoming event, Venture Vibe.
Venture 2.0 is a 3-month innovation and entrepreneurship training program for students, faculty, and researchers. So here, what do you do in 3 months? 3 months, you are going to find a solution for the industry problems. So do you believe that the industry faces the problems? Can I say yes or no? Yes. Everybody believes that industry faces lot of problems. So who is going to give a solution to us? You are going to it. So what is the solution you are going to give? So let's understand it differently. So do you use technology in day-to-day life? Do you learn technology? So how many of you learn technology? Only one? You? All of you learning technology, right? So you have to give a technology solution to the industry. So how are you going to give the solution to the industry? So there is a 3-month program where we are going to select top 10 teams. So all the top 10 teams will have a mentor. So mentors are going to guide you throughout 3 months, then you will find the solution. Then that solution will be taken by industry. So why industry is coming here to take the solution from you? Can I have any answer here? Because they need an innovative idea, right? So innovative solution to the problem. So that's the reason industries are coming here to take the solution from you guys. So after that, what do you get? Once the problem is solved, then industry may take your solution. If there is a good solution, they will select the top 5 solution and it will be taken by industry. Then what happens? All the 5 students group, they will onboard all industry, government related project. That is EIR program. That's only the project which is given to KLE Tech and CTEL in North Karnataka region to promote entrepreneurship in this region. So are you guys interested about it? How many of you are going to find the solution for this? Wow, that's great. So for this, you can attain full launch to understand what are the problems or statements given by industry. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I now request Dr. Vinay Kulkarni, IISc convener, to please address the gathering.
Good morning. Very nice to see students participating from different departments. So this is one event, my dear friends, where students of all departments come together and participate at ELVIC. So basically it started with electrical and civil department, but now you see all the departments from KLE Technological University are coming forward to solve the problems. You are going to ideate and innovate at ELVIC. So I first of all congratulate our MIT team and their mentor for organizing such a very meaningful event. So I request you guys to participate in such events which have been organized by CTEL as well as the Institution Innovation Council in the days to come, because we have planned a lot of series of such activities in the days to come, especially in the year 2025. Every month we have 1 or 2 activities which are related to either innovation or it's related to entrepreneurship. So the goal of the CTEL and Institution Innovation Council is to strengthen you people in these 2 areas, innovation and entrepreneurship. We just don't want you guys to follow the footsteps of others. We want you to create your own footsteps. And at the same time, you guys should be able to provide jobs for another 5 to 10 people. So that is our intention of the entire CTEL team and the Institution Innovation Council. So with this particular event, we are kickstarting the innovation related activities of this year and hope to see that in the days to come, you guys participate in all such events such as innovation events, entrepreneurship events, whether it's a hackathon, hardware hackathon, software hackathon, all such activities. We would like you to come ahead and participate enthusiastically. So for this reason, I wish you a very good luck for today's program and hope our judges see a lot of innovative solutions from your end. And I wish that it will be a very tough time for the judges to judge the innovation solutions that are being done by our students. Okay, so once again, wish you a very good luck for both participants and the organizers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I now take the privilege to call upon Mr. Shivyogi Kurmari, Director KLE Tech, to please address the gathering.
Good morning to you all. I am very happy to see almost full house today, where we may many times see difficulty in filling this room or hall when we have some important functions. Thank you. Thank you for coming. I want to give you a context. If you see HEIs, the higher education institutes in America or India, how many of them have innovation or automation centers or incubation centers? KLE Tech is probably the first to do this back in 2008, and you are one of those lucky guys, lucky students, to have this at your doorstep, and providing you a lot of support to make you an innovator, a researcher, and an entrepreneur. If you see the number of colleges in India, engineering colleges, how many people will come out? Is it possible to fulfill giving them jobs every year and year? How many actually get a good job or a good career or a career that is interesting to them? Very difficult. And this is going to increase again. Yes, there will be a lot of requirements, but you need to really see where you will fit in and how you want to really get it. So a lot of people won't work on their own way or their own interest. They have to have either a job that suits them or a path which takes them to their own areas or their own creations. That is what we want to really do here at Sikai. I play Sikai in University. Just to give you a context, in 2008 we started with one or two. The first two companies we started here were valued for more than 200 crores in and when they exited. So that's a great big thing achievement in all over Karnataka, because I don't think any other institutes have such big impact creation as we have done. Over the years, yes, we grew, we slowly grew. At 2012, I think we started our Sikai officially launched, and then around COVID time, we had around 25-30 startups. Today, we are proud to say that we have 75 startups in under KLE Sikai, and that is growing. And a big thanks to all the Sikai members here, Sunaina, Harish, Sanjay, Sujata, Jagdish, and Vinayak Vaswani. And a lot of contribution is also now currently given by Vinayak Kulkarni and the team. We have a lot of professors, a lot of mentors like Keynote who have been supporting this activity largely. And big thanks to all the mentors, all the institute volunteers who have given us this stage to be. Thank you all.
you see, Government of India, Government of Karnataka have been really giving a lot to support the innovation and entrepreneurship. Why you know? That is to actually get jobs, get new things coming up. Innovation is today's survival because every new thing, new innovation comes up, and that's how the world moves on. And to create more jobs, it is very difficult for government, and government is supporting a lot into innovation because many new ideas will come and many new jobs will be created. In that thing, we stand forefront in doing that. And accolades to you because of KLE Tech University that you have been getting such a great privilege to see a transformation from engineering to innovators and researchers and entrepreneurs here at KLE Tech. And we wish you all the best going forward. Today morning when I asked what is the full form of ELVIC, nobody or many did not know. Many probably don't know. So actually it started way back. It's a beautifully coined word, ELVIC. But it started for a long back when only electrical and civil mechanical was there. I think mechanical was mechanics at that time to get innovation and problem solving for that. But today we could add many things to that, and we want to really see a lot of ideation and innovation in this process. We have about 128,000 to 130,000 startups in India today. Latest count of unicorns in India is 117, and I wish one or two will come in the next 2 to 3 years from KLE Tech University also. Not 2 to 3 years, but that's our wish, and I hope one of those people who will make it successful will be amongst you. I wish you or them a great journey ahead, and we will be there to help you all. I thank MIB and ISC volunteers to make this event today, and which is the ELVIC is going to take forward in a Venture Y 2.0, because we have seen Venture Y 1.0 was a great success. And many of the colleges or many of the government institutes who have seen, understood Venture Y 1.0 have really appreciated us taking forward to make it
लाइव स्ट्रीम में जो चल रहा है शायद सुनाई दे रहा है. हाँ सुनाई दे रहा है ना. हाँ सुनाई दे रहा है. वो लोग जो बोल रहे हैं वो सुनाई दे रहे हैं वहाँ से, मतलब लाइव नहीं से आवाज़ आ रही है, ऐसे आ रही है और वहाँ पर सुनाई दे रहा है.
And become successful as an unicorn. That is the way forward. All of you should look at and dream at. Again, thank you all for joining here and making this event a great success. I look forward for the winners, and the solutions you give are accepted by the industry wholeheartedly. Thank you very much. I want to thank the judges who have come here today to evaluate the ideas. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I am delighted to present to you a captivating video that captures the essence of ELVIC 2.0.
Today I will be briefing you the upcoming event, that is ELVIC 2.0. So ELVIC 2.0 is a one-day event which challenges participants to solve real-world problems. The team must consist of 6 members, with at least 1 female participant, and the priority is given to the students that are from the different branches. The event comprises of 2 rounds. In round 1, you will be given a real-life problem statement, in which you will be given 1 hour and 15 minutes for brainstorming, and the judges will assess this brainstorming round, and on the basis of that, the teams will proceed to the final round. In the final round, you will be preparing a presentation and pitching the solution to the judges. Why go ELVIC? Register now to secure a spot and be part of this exciting challenge. Deadline 30th of November before 11 a.m. Otherwise, my name is Arif.
Next, we will play a video on venture vibe.
Welcome to Venture Vibe 2.0. Form a team and solve real-life problems presented by leading industries. Venture Vibe is an event conducted by CTI. In this event, teams will submit a technical solution, and the selected teams will onboard the EIR program, which comes under the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India, and get a chance to secure funding of rupees 4 lakhs.
Good morning, everyone. I, Bhumi Hanyali, take the privilege and honor to deliver the vote of thanks for today's session. On behalf of Keep Making PVB, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to the dignitaries, Mr. Shivyogi Tirumali, Director KLE Tech, Dr. Vinayak Hosmani, Professor, Department of MBA and Operational Director KLE Tech, Mr. Harish Abdi, Associate Director KLE CIPD, Dr. Vinayak Hosmani, Associate Professor and IIC Convener, Mr. Naina Ma'am, Mr. Sanjay Narendra, Facility Manager KLE Tech, and the entire faculty of KLE Tech. Your willingness to share your knowledge and expertise inspires us all, and we are truly grateful for your unwavering support. I also thank KLE Technological University, Dr. M.S. Sheshgiri Campus, Belgavi, and KLE IT to be a part of this session via online. I also thank the management team for making the arrangements so that the students of both the campus can witness the launch of Venture Vibe 2.0. We also look forward to witness a huge participation from you all at Venture Vibe 2.0. We are confident that today's program will leave you inspired, and we also hope you will take away valuable insights and memories. So sit back, relax, and get ready for an enriching experience. We are sure you are going to enjoy it. Thank you.
I request Vaibhav Abdullah to please escort the dignitaries of the days. I request Vaibhav Abdullah and Nikki Chikveru, team leads of MIT, to please escort our judges on the days.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Sakshi. I'm in the team of Making PVB. So, ladies and gentlemen, on the days we have an esteemed panel of judges. Dr. Satya Dhyan Chikeru. He is a renowned scholar with a proven track record in research, training, mentorship and consulting. Currently serving as a professor and director of the Center for Artificial Intelligence Research at KLE Technological University. He is dedicated to pioneering AI and its application. Dr. Rajshekhar Navalji, sir works as Associate Professor at KLE Tech Auditorium and has worked as a lead talent transformation and talent management at Max Fashion India. Sir has also worked as lead organizational learning and growth at Infinity Retail Limited, Chroma, Tata Enterprise. Further, he has experience as a manager learning and development in Aditya Birla Retail Limited. Amit Agadi, sir, he is currently working in KLE Society's Institute of Management Studies and Research, Hubli, as an assistant professor. He is a computer science engineer with management degree. Dr. Amit has completed his PhD from Visvesvaraya Technological University, Belgavi, in the field of management. His research interest includes the impact of technology on businesses, especially the startups. Dr. Amit teaches subjects in the field of technology and marketing. Next, we have Ms. Pratiksha, a tech professional with passion for innovation. She has experience at leading companies like Tata Technologies, Capgemini, and Dori. At Dori, she leads the Hubli branch, driving the use of AI-powered computer vision to optimize manufacturing. She is committed to fostering innovation and contributing to the growth of tech industry. Your presence today will add immense value to this platform. Thank you.
I now request Mr. Shivyogi Gurmali to please present the token of respect to our judges. I request Dr. Vinayak Hosmani to accompany sir.
I request the club heads to take the judges to the VP Seminar Hall for judging. Thank you, sir. A special word of gratitude to our sponsors, Hunger Ice Cream Private Limited, for being our dessert partner. Further, Keynote Healthcare Private Limited, New Origami Automation India Private Limited, and IOB Technologies for their generous support as prize sponsors. We truly value your contribution and look forward to more collaborations in future.
Make sure you're back on time. Thank you.
Guys, please come back because our sponsors, Hunger Ice Cream, has provided us ice creams to give it to all of you. So please come back.
बॅटरी खाली गेलं बंद आहे सरी बंद आहे 3 वाजता
From the team Stardust to Sales, we are here to tell the solution for flower-based management. The started flowers, we are converting that into eco-friendly products like cosmetics, soaps, perfumes, and many more. We are converting the waste and thrown flowers into useful design arts, making it compost, and creating the useful products from that. We are also creating a website which links the market, homes and flower trees, and then it will be collected from our website. Then we will also make things that we will sell our products on websites also, hereby creating empowerment for women, unemployed people, and creating a environment which empowers everything. Thank you. As she explained, the causes that are caused by flower wastage, that is, we have a number of possible ways that we can come up, but we have very few which we have come up, which we thought would be the best solutions to come up, and that would really create an useful way to manage the waste of flowers. So, as in India, almost all the religions use flowers in all the festivals and all the times, as it is a symbol of love and significance. It is used in everyday life as we worship to our gods in every houses, and during the festivals, it is used in huge numbers in temples and almost all everywhere. So when we use flowers, it causes a lot of waste, which could come up with the impact that causes society as water. When we dump the flowers into water, it will impact the water by causing, as flower will not degrade very soon, it will cause an insects that is again polluting water, and when we dump them into the soil, it is again causing it will degrade the level of soil, and when we dump them into the it will also causes the insects and many other things. Air pollution, as when we burn the flowers, it will causes methane, it will release methane, CO2, which are again harmful to our health. And aesthetic problems are when we throw the flowers here and there, it will again it will make our society look bad in the way, and
it will create a smell that is again harmful when we intake that smell, and it will give rise to health diseases.
As you guys know how if we do not dispose flowers in the managed properly, then you guys got to know what will be the future problem. So research and insights like India is generate almost 800k tons of flower waste annually, with major contribution from temples and festivals and markets. The flower wastage during festivals doubles than a day. This study indicates that 70 to 80% of this waste is dumped into water bodies, which you guys also saw the pollutions and all. Socio-economic costs like improper disposal increases the burden on urban waste management system. 35% to 40% of total landfill waste in some cities during festive seasons is floral season. Managing this requires 30 to 50% more resources like manpower, transportation, and landfill space. Flowers and generate them into useful products like incense sticks, cosmetics, and other light resin. From this business model, we can partner up with temples, households, and event organizations to collect floral waste regularly, offer collection services through an app or website through which their users can schedule pickups and how much amount they are giving us. Based on those quantities, we can segregate them into incense sticks, cosmetics, and resin art. Segregation of waste flowers like condition-based sorting. Flowers are sorted based on their condition, like how fresh they are. Rotten flowers, these are sent for composting to create organic fertilizers, which are later sent to farmers. Good condition flowers, these are sent for further processing for other cosmetic-based products. User interaction platform, we use a e-commerce or a website and schedule pickups with the quantity and quality of the flowers. These are some mediated products from our
The question and answer round begins now.
Okay, so what is the business model which you are trying to project here? You should have told that. Now you don't waste time explaining again that. Again 5 minutes I cannot give you. Okay, see all three of you, it is a suggestion to all the teams, right? Of course you are doing it for the first time, so I agree that it's your first time. So it's not a comment to, what to say, demotivate you or something, but all three of you talk the same thing in different language. You talked about methane gas, you talked about pollution, you talked about everything, but the essence of what your project was selected for is to convert that flower waste to something useful which you had told. That was supposed to be discussed. Correct. You should have concentrated on how you are going to do that. All of this, I agree that maybe if you have taken help from ChatGPT, I don't have any issues with it. But how is that you are going to translate that? What is that innovative thing which you are trying to portray is what you should have discussed.
Can we get a minute just?
Yes, yes.
We get a lot of unused flowers.
That is fine.
Okay, we are taking that and we are differentiating it into two parts. One is rotten, unusable flowers, and one is usable flowers. We will convert that unusable rotten flowers into compost and many things.
Correct, but there has to be a process for it. No, this is all something which you are thinking that you will do it. But how do you propose to provide a solution to this problem? Is what you are doing.
Yes, one is rotten flowers will come compost, and we'll from useful flowers we will do resin arts, we will produce perfumes, soaps, and many more products. And we'll
So the rotten flowers are directly sent into the compost and reusable ones are again processed in the factories such as they are fabricated and which are used for perfumes, they are separate, soaps and other products are then processed.
Thank you.
Next we call upon the stage Tech Visionaries. A random group of engineers, please be ready.
On the sheets because the value not this. They
in case if you are planning to, each one of you want to present, I suggest to all of them you can come and stand here so that you can save your time. Instead of passing through this, please, whosoever is going to present, you can stand here. Just
Hello everyone, this is Team Tech Visionaries.
and one more. See, you people have brainstormed and given us the sheets based on which you are evaluated and you are selected to present here. So please stick to whatever you have actually proposed in that particular sheet based on which you have been selected. Don't divert or don't change something and simply talk. Whatever you have presented in those sheets, please stick to that and try to discuss that thing, that solution, because based on that only you have come to this stage. Yes. Yeah, please go ahead.
Hello everyone, this is Team Tech Visionaries. I am Ayush. Our problem statement includes online learning for low bandwidth areas, which focuses on giving quality education in rural areas. Access to quality education remains a significant challenge in rural areas. We team have decided to create an app which has learning modules such as pre-recorded audios of lectures, text notes, quizzes, downloadable content, and animations to which makes the students learn more efficiently. Problem statement. In real time, challenges faced by rural students like limited internet access, bandwidth challenges, and poor internet connections. Now my friend Shishamath will take on the diagram.
So, good afternoon everyone. So, in the process of giving a solution, our app is developed on a basis of low data consumption. So, there is an offline app which, when you download, will include all the necessary e-books, audio recordings, which will help visually impaired students in much better learning when compared to other video learning platforms. So, in the next, we can see the app includes audio recordings, which is much better for learning and it requires low data consumption. Next, we have text-based learnings, GIFs and animations, and low data usage. So next we have comprehensive analysis. So the company will earn its revenue through our subscription-based revenue. So our app will basically have two subscription models, the basic model and an advanced model. In the basic model, drawings and textual books, e-books and its textual explanation. In the advanced plan, the student will get a personal and we will help them in better learning by tracking their progress. By tracking their progress. So we can also have partnership with NGOs which will help us in raising money for the education of visually impaired students. We can also have in-app advertisements that will help us in growing our revenues and growing our app further. So the conclusion will be taken by
By this, we conclude by using lightweight technologies and collaboration with government, NGOs, corporate sponsors, we can execute this plan in a very efficient manner. Ultimately, this model has the potential to empower underprivileged children, enhance skills and development. I would like to thank you, MIT and CTI, to provide us great opportunity. Thank you.
We shall start with the Q&A session.
No, we will ask the questions, right? Don't worry.
Tell us about your target audience.
So our target audience is mainly rural children who have access to Wi-Fi connectivity. So our solution, our application will help them in better learning at low data cost.
So rural students in the sense, who exactly, like, are you trying to focus like up to 5th standard or 5th to 10th standard, or what exactly?
Providing the process from basic level, that is from your first standard higher education.
Do you think first standard students will use the lab?
Yes, they may, because of the lack of proper education. Lack of proper education in rural areas. So the
Effective than video content because it consumes a lot of data. So we have decided to audio and pictorial which can students and really make use of.
even GIFs and animated animations can help attracting the students that are in rural areas.
Usually parents won't allow their first standard kids to use a phone.
Sir, as now the times are changing, the parents are more thinking it's valuable for their children to learn online. So there's been a growth in this market.
Suppose there is a question whether it is viable or not. Okay, it is feasibility is a question. The second one is there are many drawbacks of this product, the solution what you are providing. Now, certain governments are not letting the children to use social media until 16 years of age. Okay, then how do you will counter that negativity in this case?
So we can counter that by just providing educational content and nothing else. So it will be just purely educational information on our app. The screen time will come into account if you have video learning. So our app has audio learning. So you do not require any screen time.
And from where are you getting this content? How do you learn content?
So we have to hire some lecturers that can pre-record us for various chapters and various courses. Various languages. So Byju's is an online video learning platform. It requires high data consumption.
Okay, so two things. You are stressing more on visually impaired. That is why it was actually selected. We wanted to see how basically you are trying to link visual impairment with a mobile phone or something. But you then shifted to school children, online data or offline data. A lot of things available already. Geo gives you everything free.
So, but still in some areas of India, there are some regions where the Wi-Fi connectivity is still too slow.
No, Wi-Fi is fine. Once you download it, it's done, no? Yes.
That's the advantage of our apps. In other apps like Byju's, Physics Wala, you
Forget Byju's, when Geo I am talking. Correct, and you are supposed to concentrate on visual impairment. And see, just audio, will it make a student learn?
That's why they have pictures
And visual impairment you are talking, and how pictures you will see?
It is documented.
No, that's a chat GPT generated thing. Autopilot, no? All these autopilot things have a lot of spelling mistakes. That is the whole problem. Anyways, thank you.
Next team, a random group of engineers. Team Hexavision, be ready.
Random group of engineers, what happened?
PPT topic.
Sure. So next is? What is it? Exhibition. Second.
I'm Abhinandan from Team Exhibition and I'm here to present our idea on sustainable and renewable packaging materials for the betterment of the planet and the economy. We'll start off. This is our team. Okay, imagine a world where every single piece of single-use plastic that you throw comes back and finds its way into the biological system or rivers or other bodies. That isn't some delusional reality, but in fact that's our reality. Over here, you can see a couple of pictures. These are some generic photos that you probably have already seen. Now, we take the opportunity that is given over here and we understand what it is. This might seem a little random, but let's start. Lint, has everybody heard of lint? Lint is cloth fiber that you get after washing your clothes in the washers or dryers. It might seem a little random now, but it will all make sense in a couple of minutes. Okay? Lint is a widely often overlooked resource that is present everywhere globally. And to bind this lint, we are going to use lignin over here. These are a few of the key terminologies that we are going to use over here. Lignin is a natural glue, natural adhesive that is biodegradable and sustainable to produce and use. We are also going to use honeycomb structures that we were inspired from nature, from honeybees, and we use that as our external packaging material. The ideation process, from problem to concept. Early in the morning, when we came over here, we were all buzzed with enthusiasm. We wanted to find solutions for the given problem statement. And our problem statement was, do this. Find a sustainable way to incorporate our brains and make a sustainable package that is efficient, cost effective, and easy to produce. Also must be scalable, that is obvious. So what we were thinking is, I was sitting with my team, brainstorming, rummaging around, looking for ideas, and I found a certain lint on my pant. And I thought a little bit about it, and something just flashed inside my head. What came in was, what if this overlooked resource, if we take it all, we combine it together, and then we fuse it, like compress it, really high hydraulic force, and then bind it with some kind of adhesive, we can make an excellent form of packaging, internal packaging material. That was the case for the internal packaging. But what do we do about external packaging? We have to come up with something, otherwise it will be incomplete, and nobody is going to buy a product, obviously. So for external, we took inspiration from nature. We looked at honeybees, their beautiful, simply amazing architecture of their cluster hives. Honeycomb structures. Take recycled papers and compress them again with super high hydraulic force into honeycomb-like structures. This not only uses very little amount of paper, consumable material, but also has excellent strength to weight ratio. With this, we formed an idea. Well, here you can see a few pictures of lint and the honeycomb structure. I know lint looks disgusting, but come on, you literally wear it on the clothes every single day. That's the honeycomb structure that I was talking about, which we are going to incorporate in our model to provide sustainable packaging materials. This was our proposed solution, and it consisted of two main things: the internal padding and the external bonds. The internal padding consists of lint compressed with super high hydraulic force, as I already told, and it's also bound by lignin. Lignin is a natural adhesive that is found in trees and barks and plants and all over, everywhere. We are going to use that we are going to incorporate that, and we are going to use it in our packaging system. That will be the internal padding. Now the external box, outer box, will be comprised of recycled papers, tons of recycled papers, which will be compressed together. As you might have seen on a couple of YouTube videos, if you compress papers a little bit, it becomes extremely hard. And we use that as our advantage. And we make this packaging sustainable, innovative. Thank you.
So, how is single-use plastic related to your product?
Basically, the of all the plastic that is produced in the world, about 40% of the plastic that is used is single-use plastic, and at least 50% of the waste that comes from single-use plastics is scattered throughout the globe. Our goal is to reduce that number to something a little more manageable. As of now, in the future, we look at it in a broader perspective and find other ways, innovative ways, and excellent means to turn that number into zero.
So the question was basically, are you giving a substitute for single-use plastics, or you are going to give a substitute for any type of packaging apart from single-use plastic?
Any type of packaging. This will replace packaging. It's a revolutionary product, and it will replace every single thing.
So single-use plastics is what you are targeting?
Yes. Basically,
so can you tell me an example where single-use plastics are used?
Yeah, let's say for example you order a new phone from Amazon. It comes in a plastic container that is sealed. That plastic container, people over here don't really know how to dispose of it. So some people who don't have enough awareness just chuck it on somewhere over here or over there, or channels or whatever.
They have already changed to all type of paper materials and all. They don't use single-use. Is this single-use plastic?
That is single-use plastic, but that can be recycled.
So the point was, single-use recyclable plastic is useful. Correct. So your packaging material which you are trying to tell is a substitute for packaging material, not single-use plastic per se.
Yeah, we can consider that. Another disadvantage with plastics is the time it takes to recycle it, to process it, and make it into a new product is a lot longer than what we propose. Over here, our lint readily available from washing machines, laundromats, everywhere. Just need to compress it, send it out, mold it, send it out, done.
So, who is going to give you the lint?
Lint, we can source it from all globe. It's basically everywhere over the globe. There are laundromats. Laundromats are places where people go and pay money and wash their clothes. Over there, there is a lot of lint lying on the machine beds over there.
And you told about some natural glue type thing which is in the bark. And
Yes, that's lignin.
You're going to cut the trees again?
No.
Then how you
Lignin can be synthetically manufactured. And it's also biodegradable. It's majority found in trees, and we derive from that. Like for example, you can use carpenter's glue. Carpenter's glue that is made to construct this is an excellent example of where lignin was used.
Okay. Whether your product will be, it will come into life or not, but your presentation skills are excellent.
Thank you, sir.
You are a good marketer. What are the things, how will you market this?
To market, I'll have him explain. It was a lot more about that.
Okay, so I'll be explaining our whole financial model real quick. So basically we have split up the financial model into three parts: the source, the production, and the outsource. So the source, as my friend told, there's a lot of, we'll be having it from the laundries, from the households through an app or subscription model, and many of the sources like fabric, clothing, recycling units. So we'll source each and every link we could get from them, and then we'll have the production unit through the investment, produce some adhesives, make a product, and finally outsource it. For outsourcing, we have two models. Like either we'll sell it to a company, or we'll sell it to an industry where it requires packaging. So the further thing will be supply chain. Yeah. So we'll basically create an awareness where we'll show this product better than each and every material we have used until now.
I'd like to add another point to how we are going to increase awareness on this. So basically, we have three needs. One is to make slogans, like literally every single big corporation out there, they make slogans, ads, posters, paste them everywhere. That. The other thing is to collaborate with brands, and we are going to ask them to incorporate our packaging solution to package and distribute their products. When they do that, automatically people are more drawn to the product, and they are like, oh, this is awesome, this packaging is nice, I'm going to look into it a little bit more. That is what we are going to do. Or we can just pitch it straight to customers. Anything is possible.
So this solution, is it available in US and UK?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Currently there is some research going on, but their business model, I don't know, something is going on with their business model and it's not picking up properly. So
No, what is the reason of why it is not picking up? Because see, in Hubli like place you have got about 5 laundries now.
Yeah.
Correct. In UK it is a common norm. Correct. So why is it not picking up? Should be one of your inputs when we are doing SWOT analysis.
Correct.
You were selected only because of that honeycomb thing. Correct. And other this thing, link thing.
Yes.
Correct. But in your SWOT analysis, you have not put about that point of threat and weakness, or why it is not actually percolating. Correct. So that is one thing which you should keep in mind.
I like to add something, sir. In our weakness, it's only that people are not going to use our product due to lack of awareness. If there is awareness, I'm sure that they are going to use it.
Good. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. How are you going to dispose this product? Like now, it's an alternate to plastic. Now, how about this? That's one. And second is, to what kind of products can be used for packaging? Because largely this is for the packaging.
So, for disposal, our entire thing is sustainable, fully biodegradable. So, I mean, be responsible and discard it properly. But even if you don't, it is going to just tumble away into the soil. It's like that.
What is the duration? Have you at least thought of it?
Yes, duration is the same as paper fibers. Paper fibers take about a week, 1 week and a half to completely disintegrate into the soil, decompose into the soil. This will take the same amount of time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right now, we haven't tapped into the liquid section of right now, but with a little more time and a little more patience and a little more enthusiasm, we're definitely going to be looking for it. Thank you.
And we are not only replacing the plastic bags, we are just replacing the whole container.
Plastic is reusable. That's why I showed him the bottle.
You have a point, sir.
That's how good.
Thank you.
Next, we call upon Team Hustlers. Team Intezar, please be ready.
Which team now? Team Hustlers, sir.
Computer Science department studying in first semester. The problem here is in rural areas, students struggle with online learning due to poor internet connectivity and high data costs. The challenge is to create a learning platform which will provide quality education to them and succeed in their future. This issue is highly significant as it directly impacts on the educational opportunities in the future for the students. So the next slide we have is resource and insight. In that we have internet issue and then downloadable content such as offering sources such as e-learning and videos. They can even access to the videos even when they are offline. And then community hotspot and tech for low bandwidth using apps and tools even with slow internet connectivity, and then mobile friendly learning.
Yeah, so the ideation process was like the technique during the brainstorming was like one of the group discussion. We ensured that we individually write on all the perspectives of each of members and came on some of the key ideas like website to accessible online materials, animated videos for students, interactive mind map, free space room for high-end access, online content accessibility, and multilingual support.
So the solution part will be providing the education through the pen drives. So this is how we will be providing. So first we will be identifying the area where this type of education is needed. Then next step is to create the content like videos, DVDs. So next we will distribute all the pen drives to the schools and giving the online sports and helpline number. At the end of the month, there will be update given to the students from the website. She will be able to download the next content. So next will be explained by.
So my topic is about the components analysis. So the early generation of our model is that we will be focusing on subscription model, and yearly plans. And pen drive sales can also be added Cost management is that there is a minimal staffing required for this. As teachers and mentors are only one home construction is outsourced and use them again and again. So these domes will be basically containing high-speed internet connections and new devices that students can access. So this can be easily installed at a particular free space and can also be used for other activities in the office. So next,
Yeah, so the potential impact is like enhancing opportunities for the students and increasing digital literacy among the community. And the benefits or the outcomes of some of them are like for students accessing and engaging to learning materials, better academic performance and retention. For the community, like domes encourages collaboration and education awareness. And the values for the stakeholders are for the students, it creates an equal opportunity and improves confidence. Teachers and mentors, local communities, governments, NGOs, and developers and collaborators among the society. Next part will be explained by the Aishwarya.
The conclusion for this program is the purpose for this website is to provide inclusive, accessible resources for diverse students, individual audiences in low-band areas. As we can see, that students without access to technology, multimedia tools lag behind in learning model run-down education. From this, the students can access in domes, accessing offline domes and online resource application. Together, we can revolutionize the education, bridging gaps and creative opportunity where they are needed. Thank you.
Can you just summarize overall what is going to be your overall package? What's your offering?
so just our topic was to support the.
What's the product? What's the
So our product, we have decided that we will make an online website. So through that we will keep subscription model for the students. So the student can download the videos free as there is a network issue in their area. So you can pre-recordedly download those videos and save in a pen drive. So that pen drive will be completely encrypted and only that particular student can use. So by this we can eliminate the extra data which is required. So after that there is a concept of domes. So domes are specifically I showed the image, there are points which can be again and again constructed and destructed. They are just a simple, they require just a free space. So in that space they can be installed. So those are of minimal cost that our company will be bearing. So in that domes we will be providing high internet facilities and high-end technology laptops and computer devices which are students require. So if at once in a week or twice we will be sending our mentors there and we will be helping the students in their homes and that domes can be used for other activities in the villages if required. So that will be an attraction as it is a new concept.
Okay. So you have all the data in the pen drive, but why are you building the website?
No, that website contains other like AI bots and for booking the seats in the rooms. Or they can offline also do so. But if they want some extra information about what else courses we offer, so they can use it.
Basically,
It will be a low network area, right? And how can they access the website?
So this site is just a basic tool for them to download the videos in the internet. So there is no much change.
Like basically, sometimes what happens, we cannot access to the videos which are which require high connectivity. In our website, we can mention notes, handwritten notes, or mind maps, which does not take so much of internet of. So it will be very easy to accessible online also, and if required, they can get videos through our website.
So if it takes the content in the pen drive, so how the kid is going to use it? So for sure, at home, they need to have a desktop or a laptop.
So laptop or you can use it in this device.
But in villages, hardly you'll find people with laptop or desktop.
So we can use it in mobile also. But I believe that
all of this because that's why the second one comes so that the students who does not have access to tablets or mobile phones, they can come to our home, access to the devices, and with every facilities they can learn the online material. Like there they can also access to our website.
So just one question. Dome, according to you, requires high bandwidth. Internet connection you will provide. How are you going to provide when that area itself does not have that facility for internet connection? How you will go to that particular place and provide high internet bandwidth? And why dome? Have you seen these vehicles, mobile vehicles or vans which can take everything to that particular place, show it and come back? So how is that this different from that, or what is the concept? Why did you choose this?
If there is a fixed place for like students, many students regular or something regular, they have a office, like they will get to know what is the place like. If these online traffic, online vehicles, there might be confusion, like students will be confused where to go, when to go. If there is a particular place, students can go there and access it. They know it's there.
Thank you.
I'll ask one question. Have you understood the problem statement? Can you repeat? Look at the problem statement first. Can you just repeat the problem statement? I think you have not understood it properly, if I am not wrong, because the judges feel that there is a disconnect. Can you just read the problem statement once?
Poor connectivity issue and high data costs in the rural areas. Which,
what does it mean?
Students do not have.
There are some remote areas in India and state and things like villages, etc., hilly areas, terrains, etc., where you don't get to reach the internet. So now, how do you create a dome there, and how do you get internet there? That's the first thing. Second, when you don't have internet, how do you open the website? The idea of pen drive was good, okay, but the problem is how much cost effective is that going to be? One, how much costly it will be? What's the logistics impact? Somehow you did talk about satellite communication. If you had talked about satellite communication, I think probably half of your problem would have been sorted out easily. Just look at the problem statement first, so that you more understanding how you can then come out for a solution. Thanks.
Team Intezar. Tech Fusion, be ready.
from CS department. I am from team Intizar. Here are 4 team members. Our problem statement is to create smart clothes which monitorize the health parameters like heart rate, blood pressure, and the step count, hydration levels of our body, and all. And our main intention is to create a cloth which is having many sensors. It is an integration of sensors which senses the blood pressure, heart rate. Like we are keeping a button here which is having a piezoelectric sensor which senses the hydration level of the body. If hydration level varies, it would make some beep sound, or it would report it to the person who is having an access to the sensors and all. And since we are preparing the cloth which is of full sleeves, we are in the wrist cuff, we are supposed to keep a sensor. It is called the PPG sensor, which senses the heart rate along with blood pressure. And the ankle cuff, we are planning to keep an accelerometer sensor which senses the step count. And our ideation process is like after getting our problem statement, we have gone through many brainstorm ideas and we have finalized our design process, which I have explained now. Our proposed solution is to prepare entirely a cloth, an outfit which is having multiple integrated sensor which is using technology, healthcare, and smart textiles as a parameter. And we are using thermochromic cloth to prepare our outfit. And to advertise this outfit which we have prepared, we are planning to collab with the top brands and the gyms. The gym trainers are most efficiently needed with this outfit. And
the first question is, we are very curious, why in the name Intizar?
randomly
On what basis did you choose that name is what we are interested to know.
Actually, we have created a WhatsApp group called Intizar, and suddenly my friend Sanjana got it.
No, what is the reason behind giving that name, even if it's a WhatsApp group is what?
So just randomly it came and okay. Now when I have a smartwatch, why should I go for this product? How will you convince?
Instead of carrying all those devices like smartwatches and other devices which monitorize all our health rates, we integratedly wear a cloth and it would sense all our health rates, hydration levels, and monitor it.
But I do wear a watch also. That is not something additional what I, every day it is there. How will you differentiate your product? What would be your USP when compared to a smartwatch? Unique selling proposition. Why should I come to your product when I have a smartwatch?
Into our shirts, which
some small bits. The message will be immediately sent to the person. So that is the main basic.
So one of the things is the problem statement was smart cloths for monitoring health. Now, if you design a cloth with sensors which you are talking of, correct? It will be so bulky and so uncomfortable, and the usage wise, the same watch I can wear daily. No, that's what we were discussing just now. But your clothes will change every day. So for every day you will have to keep on changing clothes which have your sensors, is it?
We can keep that sensor in the pocket which cannot be seen to the society, to the people. We can keep it in the pocket and we can
For once and for all you have to use it. You have to purchase it. Okay.
But the other idea is like we can change the color of the cloth by putting everything. If the person gets the dehydrated, we can change the color by
That is already available. No t-shirts, if you go wear in sun, it will change the cartoon or something. No, it's already coming. So what is that you are doing? How is it related to health actually?
it will make sense that we should do it like maintain the health consistency throughout the day. It is like one step forward. To think innovative. But here, in the watch, we can use that in the shirts or like that is like innovative.
See, also from the usage perspective, if you think in terms of wearable, so I have to obviously wash this. So whether it's going to be washable,
Yes, sir.
and what is the approximate maybe cost?
Have you searched about it or you are simply telling feasible for the sake of telling?
Actually, we search is feasible, not that much.
No, feasible can be on 5 rupees also.
So since we are using so many sensors and it's quite high, but the people like it
Approximately, is there any benchmark to say that, that? See, if I talk about a smartwatch, the minimum benchmark can be some 1,000 rupees. So what about this?
you can range it up to 5K or 10.
5K for a shirt. Okay. Okay.
Tech fusion. Next, random group of engineers be ready.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Swadeep Sama from Kids and CS, and here are my teammates Chinmay, Subhash, Apurva, Tejaswini, and Anirudh. So the idea we only producing the solution is the problem statement: rural food waste management system. So the problem statement is city face the issue of food waste harming the environment, while rural community struggle with the energy resources. They cut down the trees, deforestation happens, and they don't have the sustainable energy resources. So the idea here is convert the urban food waste into sustainable renewable energy. So the environmental significance, urban food waste, rural energy crisis. And the stakeholders which we have are urban stakeholders, we have residents and local governments, business. In rural stakeholders, we have households and local economies. And we can see what are the effects, that is health risk, high cost of landfill management, and to the business people it is like regulatory pressure. They have the pressure that they have to keep the environment clean and they have some threshold performance.
This problem statement comes under SDG, which is Sustainable Development Goals, which focuses on reducing the global food wastage. So, according to this SDG 12.3, total of 40% of global food wastage is contributed by urban sector, and according to the Ministry of Indian Agriculture and Food Management, 40% of total wastage, food wastage, costs 92,000 crores. So, by saving by reducing the food management, we can feed 377 million people. And
so, continuing the ideation process, we have done the brainstorming, mind mapping, group discussion, and problem analysis. And the key aspects which we have is technology solution. So, we are building an app which will help us to collect the food wastage. It is a hustle that we go and contact everyone and gather the food and all. So the key ideas are technical technology solutions, collection and transport, economic ideas like sell energy affordably and reward by giving dairy products and all, and environmental benefits is the cleanliness of the environment. We are proposing towards the sustainable goal 7 also. And then social benefits, reliability. Next. So then proposed solution. So what is happening is we have 4 stages. Identify the location where the food wastage happens. Then go on, collect the food wastage and segregate it. And the third stage is generate the renewable energy. And the fourth stage is distribute it to the needy, that is rural area. So coming on, we identify the location using the apps. The app is like that. If we have fixed location, we have registered to the fixed location. They will tell us like what is the food wastage and all. And in like occasional areas, it is like we will have a QR code scanner. They will scan the QR code, and once the threshold is met, we will get an app notification that we have to go there and collect it. And to collect this identified location, we have several hubs around the radius of 5 kilometers. And to that, we have some common, like 4 hubs are plugged into a common group. Then what happens is once we collect it, we collect and segregate. As I told, hubs in every 5 kilometers. And while segregating, it is like edible food and non-edible food. In edible food, it is like eatable, like whenever we have functions, the food remains, we can give it to charity. Otherwise, whatever the vegetable waste we have, we can give it to animal husbandry. And the non-edible food, through the hubs, it will be transported to the bioplant, where it will be converted into biogas, or the biogas which we obtain can be used to convert the energy. Like we can convert the energy using mechanical energy to electrical energy. So this can be utilized by the rural areas. As I told, biogas cylinders. These cylinders can be reached to the rural areas. And then as I was talking animal husbandry, vegetable waste, we get the dairy products, we can give it as a reward to the people who are providing us the food waste. And the manure, whatever the cow dung we get, we can direct it towards the bioplant so that we can increase the production of biogas. So this is all about the idea how we are going to manage the food waste. So comprehensive analysis. Thank you. This is the comprehensive analysis. Potential impact, what are the impacts we have, and then the conclusion.
So here we are trying to see wastage of food in cities getting linked to rural areas. So rural food waste management system relates to what?
So the main thing is that in the problem statement we have got the heading like rural waste management. So whatever it is that we have kept, but according to the problem statement, I have kept it like we have to convert the urban waste into rural energy crisis.
Okay, so So let us say you consider Hubli as urban.
Yes, sir.
Which is the nearest rural place where you can solve this problem, energy problem?
Sir, we can go to like on the Karwar roads, we have many small cities, rural areas. Like on Budhanguda, we can, there are many people who have animal husbandry and all. So there we can go. And this is an industrial area, sir. So I don't think like if we have like, we are having an biogas plant and converting passing on the cylinders. So we can do it within a radius of 30 to 40 kilometers also, sir. It is feasible, sir, what I did.
Sir, हमारे को ले लीजिए.
Okay. So the idea was, what would be the cost which you incur for generating whatever you are trying to tell and solve that problem, right? Because everything depends on the transportation here.
Yes, sir.
Correct. So if your transportation cost exceeds what you are trying to generate,
yes,
it's not going to be feasibly viable solution, right?
Yes, sir. So
that was the reason why.
So what idea I had proposed was, sir, hubs in every 5 kilometers, sir. And many students want a side income. So my idea was, to the hub, we'll keep that part-time employees, sir. We'll look into this, sir. And whatever the energy, what I was doing, sir, conversion from like mechanical energy, we are considering electrical energy, sir. We could buy a EV, sir. We could charge it through that electricity also, sir. So the transportation charge reduces, and whatever the global challenges like environmental crisis, it can also be reduced. What I
Are you segregating the edible food and non-edible food?
the main idea is, ma'am, like we have big wedding functions. The order is around 1,000 and only like 500 to 600 show. We have the food for 400 people. It is edible. We can give it to others. But sometimes what is, ma'am, we take the food into the plate, but we put it into the dustbin. So it is like segregating edible and non-edible. The one who is managing a hub, he will segregate it. Mostly we get the food as waste only, ma'am, but there are some chances like remains the food. And whatever the vegetable waste it is generated, we are giving it to the husbandry. And future plan, why to give to animal husbandry? We can also create an animal husbandry. Whatever the dairy products we get, we can sell it into the market. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes, of course. We created it. It was created by our teammate Tejas.
ChatGPT used.
Sir, we can't say not at all use, but somewhere like to add on points. But just to like we first wrote the points, sir, then told beautify this.
No, but beautifying is fine. But if you see the table,
Yes,
it
sir.
was typed by you, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was typed by us.
Because otherwise you will get spelling mistakes.
No, no, sir. It was typed by us.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Are you really thinking of implementing it and doing that?
We can implement, sir, but we need assistance like biogas plant. We have to collaborate. Either we have to collaborate because it is not feasible. We can install a biogas plant and do all these things. We can tell them we'll collaborate with you. Give us this 1%, and we can help you. Hubs are also possible. Thank you.
Thank you.
Did you look at the commercial?
Yes, sir. What time?
Commercials or the cost analysis.
Yes, sir.
That's what was asked actually.
Yes, sir. It was asked, sir, but our time was given us 2 hours, so we couldn't research, sir, like what all cost is created. We can do it, sir. Like we can further look into it, but I think it is feasible, sir, because most of the things are implemented already implemented.
Where?
Sir, like biogas plants are there, sir. Already biogas plants are. Sir. In BUB we have biogas plants, or whatever the waste produced in the hostel are converted to biogas. So it is real-time implementation what I believe. Just we need to the stakeholders who can collaborate with us. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Random group of engineers, brainly be ready, next week.
So, yeah, actually, so this is a competitive thing. That's why we have given to. Actually, this is a very, very impactful problem. It is all this.
Hello everyone. Hello to the judges. Hello to the people present in the auditorium. Yes, we are the random group of engineers because engineers are not made randomly. Okay, you need to study a 4-year degree. Okay, so that is why we are the random group of engineers, unlike a random group of random engineers. Okay, so our problem statement, if you see, it is urban areas struggle with food waste management while rural areas lack access to sustainable energy, leading to environmental harm. Unlike the previous thing, we are focusing upon urban food management system. Okay, unlike the rural food management system. Okay, next slide please. So once you read the problem statement, we can divide it into 2 major parts. Okay, let me read the 2 major parts. That is urban food waste management system and rural energy access. Okay, that is in a sustainable way. If you divide the problem statement, we have 2 major tasks to do. That is to manage the food waste present in the urban system, present in the urban areas, and also to use that food waste or use that as a source and come and give it to the rural areas so that they can get sustainable energy consumption. Okay, so let me explain you briefly how we will tackle these 2 problems. Next slide, please. If I say this is the significance of the issue, I'll just randomly explain. Please read if it is possible, because I'll be explaining. So if I break it down into very peculiar way, let me focus upon urban things first. Nowadays we have Zepto, Blinkit, yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. What is the main reason of that? I sit in my home, I'll order the groceries, they'll come, they'll take and go. Yes or no? It is making human beings lazy. So that is a kind of weakness that we developers present. Okay? Okay, now human beings are lazy. I have a random dustbin in my home. I cannot even segregate that waste. How many of you do actually? Come on, yes or no? You don't. See, hardly 2 or 3 people. Okay, I know out of these 2 or 3 people, again they are putting plastic also into biodegradable. Okay, so how many of you actually do that? Very less. Okay, until unless human beings work like that, until unless you don't have any reward or you don't have any system that is paying back to you, you will not work properly. Yes or no? Why do you do 2 jobs then? Don't say social impact. No, you work for money, of course. Okay, so that is what I'm saying. Now, for example, if I build an app, what we ideated, please go to the ideation phase. Next. These are our stakeholders, by the way: urban residents, rural communities, farmers and food producers, business and industries, and government and policymakers. These are the major stakeholders that we focused upon, but mainly focusing upon urban residents, rural communities, and farmers and food producers. Next slide, please. So these are the research and insights that we thought. These are the real case studies that are very recent. That is 2021 that you can see. Next slide, please. And again, these are related to rural energy access and environmental harm. We have one from Sub-Saharan, that is Kenya in Africa, and one from Bihar. Okay. Next slide, please. And this is the integrated case study wherein there was urban food management system, that is urban waste food management system, and using that there was a solution that was given out to the rural communities. Okay, this is a case study related to that. Okay, so ideation process, we built it very simple. I have to take it from something, I have to process it, and I have to give it as an output. Just like your compiler, C++ or C. Okay, I'll give you the input, it will compile and it will give you the output. Okay, it works like that. So now our task was urban food waste management. How that can be done? Exactly, we built an application. It is called Plate to Planet. Plate to Planet is an application that we built, wherein that app similarly works like Zepto or Blinkit, wherein you will say that, oh, I have waste food, or else I have food waste that is present near me. You come, you collect it, and instead of that, as I said, human beings want rewards. We'll give them points, which can be used in Amazon groceries. Okay, so it will work like that, just like a barter system. You pay me, I'll pay you back. It is like that. Okay. So next coming, please come back. Yes. Okay. So now processing the waste in order to produce sustainable products. As I said, the urban food waste will be collected by the delivery men or the transportation or the logistics department, and then it will be sent to the bioreactors present in the rural areas. We are setting up that plant in a rural area. Okay. Can I continue, sir? Follow with the questions.
Yeah. So what is the difference between your approach and the approach which was presented previously?
Sir, I think so. The approach is very similar because we have researched a lot about that. Everywhere we found a similar solution, which was biogas or bioreacting. So that we could not ideate more than that. But we also have different byproducts that we are getting. Our teammate is from biotechnology department. She has worked on a similar project in a mining project, wherein she takes up that waste, and out of when that waste is being decomposed, we get three major compounds, that is manure, organic compost that will be sent to the farmers, and also methane gas that will be directly sent by the pipeline. And also there are two major chemicals that are still in research, and she is also working on that. That is called as paclitaxel and chlorine. These paclitaxel and chlorine can be used in biosensors. These biosensors are helpful in agricultural areas, that is to monitor the agricultural growth, and also it is also helpful in curing cancer in a very smaller way. So that is how it works. And also, of course, these are the byproducts that are present. And also, the different part was application. They did not have a reward system, we had a reward system. Because if you guys, for example, if I just go randomly and say, hey, Varsha, come here, use this app, man, I need to give us some kind of additional discount or something. I'll say, you use this, it will give you a rewards, and it will give you 1 kg of rice from 100 rupees to 25 rupees. It was like that, okay? So that was our approach to that.
So not only paclitaxel or chlorine, if we think biosensor chemicals, paclitaxel and chlorine are not available in the waste which is put into the biogas plant, the methane gas, which is CH4, that also can be used into the biosensors to test the environment within the crops. If anything is more, apart from CH4, if N2 is more, if O2 is more, that particular biosensor is designed in such a way that it can detect where the crop is getting more of nutrients which it should not get.
Chlorine is for your kind of information, chlorine is a gram-negative bacteria detecting chemical. So it detects where the plant growth is going bad or where the plant growth is going on. So that is how the byproducts work in agriculture.
Both of them use bioreactors because I checked, both of them have one person from biotech department. This team as well as the previous team, both teams have one person from the biotech department and both are for bioreactors.
It is anaerobic bioreactors.
Yes.
We do have other bioreactors as well.
Sure. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Any follow-up questions that we have from the team? Yes? Sir, it was actually very time consuming. I cannot explain the further things. I was in a review and all my teammates were in a review. We were like sitting and editing that one. What? All the secrets of presentation. I cannot say anything, but it's like a very time consuming. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Next team, brain. Visionary voices, be ready.
Judges want 10 minutes break. Only two, huh?
Good evening, everyone. Come on, guys. Where's the Josh? You guys have reached the finals. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Good evening, everyone. Where's the Josh, guys? You guys have reached the finals. Congratulations on that. We are Team Brainly, and we are going to present on the problem improving crop yield in broad areas. So our primary stakeholders are farmers, which are in the drought-prone areas where there is water scarcity. Now, due to water scarcity, there will be lack of irrigation, which will reduce the crop yield, and there will be also low income in the farmer's family. Agriculture is the backbone of India, and states like Karnataka, Gujarat, Chhattisgarh are majorly impacted by droughts, which impacts their financial conditions as well. Apps like Cropping and Kheti Buddy already exist, but our app, how are we going to output them? We are going to collaborate with National Mission of Sustainable Agriculture and Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana for the betterment.
So, after brainstorming for a lot of time, we came up with the idea. And the idea is that we are going to build an app. And what is the feature that our app will provide you? What are the features that will be provided by our app to the farmers? So, first thing is, there will be weather forecast system. And we also have educational videos which will be teachings on irrigation systems like drip irrigation, sprinkler system, which is very effective in drought-prone areas. And not only this, we are going to form a team of people who are learned in the aspect of agriculture, and they will be traveling from one place to another. Like they will be going to rural places and giving information regarding how to use this app. Not only this, they will also teach the people on how to implement irrigation techniques.
The company analysis, there are various companies we have our solution for the problem statement is we create an app. This app has various revenue costs to maintain. We have product based, service based, or digital based. Product based is nothing but we'll sell the product directly to the consumer. We'll have some machines or some products which will be directly sold, and that will make us product based. And the service based are we'll make our team which will be ready to go to the spot of an agriculture area, surveys it, investigates, and also finds the solution for the problem for yielding. The land has an issue for cropping something, it finds the solution for them and it provides the solution, helps the farmer and solves that solution by. And this is a service based, and the digital based will be like online learning, the internet service where all we have the internet service, we can provide online classes, the online videos which will help them and which will educate the farmers who are the farmers are not so educated for us to use the technologies. It will help them to use how the machines work, how to use the machines and all. And next it comes for the profitability companies. It's like strategic partnership, we'll partnership with the agricultural industries which are good hold in the societies, in the institutes and all. They come up, we tie up with them, we come up with that institutes and apps and all, and we go for process automation and pricing strategies. We'll see the profitable, which is the best one and which is having a standard post in the society, which is able to do in the society, and we'll go up with that institutes and all.
Well, the agricultural system does affect the farmer's life in case of drought areas. It could impact the environment, their social life. It could be a long-term sustainable as well as economic impacts. SDGs related to these are no poverty, zero hunger, decent work and economic growth. If there is a better agriculture taking place, there is a good employment for the farmers, which improves their social well-being as well. Government-related schemes for this is Pradhan Mantri Krishi Atul Bhujal Yojana, and there are many more. Well, to conclude with this, we could build an app which will help the farmers grow their productivity and help them in the overall betterment in their life. Thank you.
I like a point for our app. Our app shows the weather forecasting. It also says that which crop has the marketing value in the society, because the farmers are aware of that. Because secondary stakeholders, they won't give the correct information for the farmers so that they gain a profit. So the market, in the market which crop has the value, that should be informed to the farmer, right? So that they can produce, they yield the crop according to that, and they come out of that poverty and all. So that also an good point from our app, and we can also, and it also has like marketing strategies and all.
These types of apps are already available. You yourself showed the two apps. Almost whatever you are telling, it's already available.
Yes, sir, but
Yeah.
those two apps, they only show the weather forecast. But our app is going to outdo them. We will be providing educational videos, which will be offline, so that the farmers can upgrade their skills and do better.
That is also available inside the app.
And we have a team of 12 provided in each village to help them upgrade their skills. We will guide them offline in their farm, and we will be conducting workshops which will teach them a lot of methods.
The team will go to the area and surveys what the problem is and then find a solution for it. So it creates the better communication between the
There will be a direct communication between the farmer and our team.
So basically what we are trying to say is that we make a team of people. In this way we can employ people and we can also employ them and give a job. So the thing is we will employ few people who will be learned in the terms of agriculture. So these people will travel to rural areas and teach them about our app as well as the irrigation system. Like drought prone areas we can use drip irrigation, and we can use sprinkler system, subsurface irrigation. So the people who don't know this, our company's team will go and teach them, and also they give the information regarding our app which they can implement later when we are not with them. So we can do
drip irrigation. Why do you need an app?
So no, sir, like to teach them. Many people don't know about the drip irrigation. We can implement in low cost ways. So to learn that, and
For that you don't require an app. You can go and teach drip irrigation to them. No.
So we also say the products required for agriculture.
so we will teach, and also if they want to they want to encourage other people who couldn't attend a workshop, so they can see through this app and they can see the offline videos.
Technologies that are required for agriculture, so that technology should be learned by the farmers, like how to use it and all. So that will be taught by team members who visit there, so that they can develop a technology and help also developing agriculture. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
There will be 10 minutes of break. So if you want to go outside and come, you can. Visionary Voices, next is yours. Be ready.
A very good evening to everybody. I'm Ananya Kulkarni from CS department, and here I'm representing my team, Visionary Voices. So coming to our problem statement, which is about the livelihood of the migrant workers. So the very first impression that comes is about the people who have moved from rural areas and have just settled or started settling in the urban areas. They face so many problems, and these are actually the many problems that they have faced, but we have classified them into 4 major problems. That is lack of communication or being new to the place, not knowing the local language. Second comes the access to healthcare, and other basic needs. And third comes the job, job instability. They don't have a proper job stability. They have to wander here and there for jobs because they are migrant workers. And the fourth, which is most important, and which we as a team believe that everybody should possess, is the money management. Everybody should know it. And here, for the workers who have migrated to urban areas, have to face a very high standard of living. So we, as a team, will also educate them upon this also. So coming to the, excuse me, here comes our prototype or the solution which we have generated. This is an app that we have built called as Aapki Seva. This is an app which is beautifully designed, keeping in the view those 4 major problems that we have just now said. This is a very basic sample that the customers or the rural migrants will go through if they register into our app. So our target audience is of course the migrant workers. So here example, migrant worker has shifted to Bombay. So in the first slide, what all we get is the information about the city, the important spots, or basically the work centralized places, which will help him to find proper jobs. And also this will reduce the communication barrier, because in the same way we'll be providing them to learn about the local languages. And coming to the second wing is a reminder. It says you have a health camp checkup. Yes. The second wing, which talks about the healthcare benefits and other basic needs, we will collaborate with the clinics and the contractors who, via whom we approach these migrant workers, where free health camps will be conducted, so that workers can know about the health status and also give a bit attention to their health. And the third comes the job alert. Yes, job alert. When I talk about job instability, of course, this notion arises because they are migrant workers. They have to wander here and there for their jobs. So this is a one-stop destination where the worker or the migrant worker will be aware that there is a job vacancy at a particular place. This does not only help the worker to find a job, but also helps the contractors to reach the workers. I'll elaborate it further. And next comes the stocks. Not all the stocks, but I'm talking about the stocks where the in-demand skills for which the migrants can charge, the skills on which they can improve and increase their charges for the work they provide. They have to be updated with the market, what's going on and what are the in-demand skills. That is what is the four major. I'm sorry, just a minute. This is what our app mainly concentrates on, which is the Aapki Seva. I would just like to end it with a line.
To the hands that design and decorate, here we have their right hand, Aapki Seva. Thank you.
Only one question was there about the stocks. How come this is a very, very important problem actually. Organizing the unorganized sector is a major problem, and this is creating actually a lot of issues every time for travel and all. You would have seen from Bombay to Bihar. All of this is actually a very, very good thing. But the stocks thing is what was bothering me. So one thing which you basically answered a bit of it, wherein you were trying to tell them about the actual cost which they should charge or whatever for that particular job or something. Yeah, but the only one thing which I feel, how are you going to ensure the credibility of the person when he joins your application? See, because they are migrant workers, right? They don't have a permanent address or whatever. So there has to be some legal, social check, right? That is one thing which is something of an issue, I feel. Yeah, validation of that person, right?
So I'm very glad you asked me that question. Because of the brief, I could not cover that. This is a very unique labor card which will be designed by our company, which includes the validation, proper identification and authentication of that person who registers into our app.
No, I agree, that I saw.
Yes.
But what I am trying to tell you is, how are you going to validate it? He will fill this information for you. But how is that you are going to ensure that the information which he is filling is authentic, correct? Because see, he would have come from some distant place, right? You don't know about it. You will tell him to fill a form, he will fill a form.
So for that, we have a separate wing. I'm sorry that I forgot to mention. That comes under the wing, the third wing, the job security, wherein we will the one who registers has to provide a proper data, his biodata about his work experience.
He is a unorganized sector person. He might not have studied also code standard, Dutch standard. So, yeah.
Sir, first data fill ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಗೆ
ಆಧಾರ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್.
ಹಾಂ ಸರ್, ಆಧಾರ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಇವಾಗ ಮೈಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ರೇಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ರೇಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರನ್ನ ಹೈಯರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಲೈಕ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅವ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ರೇಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಎಷ್ಟು ರೇಟಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟದ. ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ರು ಹೈಯರ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಡೇಟಾಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ನಾವು ಹೈಯರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು.
This particular portion you will have to be clear about a bit of it. Maybe you will take time to come up with a solution for newbies.
ಆ್ಯಪ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ,
contractor will come afterwards. First he will come from, let us say, some place in Bihar or Bengal, and he will come to Bombay. He will get down. Let us say he registers onto your app. What is the validity that you will send him to some place, no?
ಅವ್ರು ಮೊದಲು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಂದಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಹೊಸದಾಗಿ ಬಂದಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯಮ್ಮ? ಮೊದಲೇ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಬಂದವ್ರಿಗೆ it is okay. For them he will not use your app. Only initially he will use. Afterwards he will have his own network. He will get jobs automatically.
Okay, so we need to think of that.
That is one thing which you should take. Might be you have not thought about it, but that is only one concern. Apart from that,
ಆಪ್ಕಿ ಸೇವಾ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಬಂದು ಅಂತ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಬಂದು ಲೈಕ್ ಆಪ್ಕಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸೇವೆ ನಾವು ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ, ಲೈಕ್ ನಾವು ನಡು ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅದೇ ನಾವು ಅದೇವಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ
So, since she was talking in Kannada, I did not intersect her. The reason is, since we are taking talking of unorganized sector and laborers, you should have some Indian localization of the languages also in this app.
Yes, sir. It's a user-friendly app and it's multilingual.
Yes. So that was one point which you should have told actually. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Next team, think tank. Brainwave Brigadier, be ready.
For local artisans. What is the team name?
Thinking tank.
Think tank.
I'm left with so many products. How will I find someone who actually wants to buy my product?
I wish to purchase some paintings that resonate the Indian culture.
What if we had an online platform that connects us to the global buyers?
So this is the platform which connects to local buyers.
As you saw, there are many local artisans that we can see. There is almost, according to the Art Finders website, we have seen almost 62% of the local artisans are not able to showcase their own art and the talent to the global buyers. So coming to the problem statement. As we know, the problem statement over here is that the local artisans are not able to reach out to the global buyers. So we are the platform that we trying to connect the local buyers to the global, local artisans to the global buyers. So coming to here, the issue that we have is access to the digital platform that we are trying to connect, and also the issue here is that they're almost 62% not able to showcase. So there is a degrading in the traditional art forms in India. As we know, there are almost more than 50 art forms in India where it is almost being passed through almost 3,000 years. So that is not able to showcase to the global buyer. That is what we are trying to do. Coming to the stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders who have been largely impacted from this? Is first the local artisans, as I mentioned before. Coming to the consumers. Consumers, in the sense, there are many that you can come across the hotel, restaurants, or the homes, or another etc. like organizations where they want the art forms that they wanted in a reasonable prices and all. So for that, for consumers also are one of the stakeholders, and also the cultural heritage. Where as I mentioned, there are 50 different forms that we are trying to connect. And coming to the customer part, as there is a problem with also with the global buyers that what they wanted that art form, they give a description, right? And also what we are who is the local artisan, after they upload their art of work, they give a description below that this is how does it explain that art form. After that, the global buyer in the research button, they say that I want an art form like a pot with a particular lady in that. So what we are trying to do is connect that give the matching phrases. There are almost thousands of artists. We are trying to match and pop up and give the right audience with the right artwork rather than making it a complicated one. Economical development wise, we have come across youth and employment across the photographers and all the logistics, web developers and all. Coming to the photographers, why are we hiring? Even the art forms is very beautiful, very done, very nice detailing one, but the picture is not properly uploaded in the website. So there will be a problem that they will be not able to buy it. So coming to our logo, that is Bharat Kal. As you can see, there is around people, that is local artisans together, where in India, the increase of 55% than that of the recent years, and also the number of artists are like 164 artists. There is a record that is higher prices of the art forms have been sold, and 7% increase in the sense modern, pre-modest and the modest, the traditional versus the modest artist also increasing, and also there is 103 auctions. It also has 45% of revenue generated from 1.3 online auctions. Ideation process. As we're going through the ideation process, how we can make it through our website. First is the language accessibility. As India is such a huge country with many different languages, I don't want the language barrier should be there to put it their art form or the description of their art in the website. Coming to next is employment opportunities, as mentioned in the photographer, as it is one of the service in our website. Like as I said, putting that image in the website, we are trying to particular research with the freelancers, they who are professional photographers. So person who is trying to opt the service for the photographer, they can reach out to the nearest photographers, and also we will review the photograph, and also we will send it to them where they can. Thank you.
So does Amazon provide this facility for local people? Amazon now gives ad, no, local, global, vocal, whatever.
Particularly for local, there is not accessible.
So this can be done region-based as well. In a particular state.
No, my point is that product or local artisans, can't they sell their product to Amazon is what I am trying to ask.
So here we set the profit margins with transparency. We take this much and they will be provided this much. There is no exploitation of the laborers. Basically,
in Amazon also they say that upfront data we will take this much, you will get this much.
Yes, sir, they do have in Amazon, but it's only specifically we wanted this much.
So why will a person log into this when the same product can be bought on Amazon?
it consists all the states present in this country. So you just.
The question is why your app is better than
A purchaser of a particular art form or a product, he is not
made in India.
That is okay, that's a different pitch, I agree to it. But see, a product, if he wants to purchase, correct, it's a product. It can be from any state, does not matter. It's a product, right? So he will search. And if on Amazon if he is getting, why will he log into your site is what I am trying to ask.
Sir, I as a user want to explore what's the art form of other states. I don't know what it is. So when you log into this app, you get information related to all that. So you can explore all the states present in this country. So that gives this.
Like particular states, this many art forms, particular states, this many, but Amazon doesn't explore, give it that this many art forms are present in. But in our website, we are giving it this state, this many art forms, and they can buy it from that.
There are again classification of categories like clothing, jewelry, home products, then pots, paintings, etc. All these come into this.
So clothes, jewelries, accessories, Amazon also gives that classification, no?
But from a particular state they are taking it. That is an art form. Representation of that state is given into this. So we need an Indian name only. Art is Kala. Bharat. Every state. We mix the actual idea is circle, the people holding, represents the global connection, the global connectivity what we are trying to do. Then middle is the Indian art.
Every state has a unique art, we have to showcase it for them.
See, developing platform nowadays is very easy. But in this case, the artists are all spread across a very scattered market. The biggest challenge is the supply chain. So, and the packaging. What's the plan? How do you organize this? Supply chain?
We need to hire people for that. First is the data management. We need to
When
check.
your proposal was there, it was not mentioned in the entire plan.
We can on the logistics part, we can collaborate with the existing ones for the delivery. Yes, sir, that's for data collection. We need to hire people. We need to collaborate with the government to gain a set of people that will be taking the data from the different states then we can cluster them, which are needed, which will be liked by people. Then we can select which ones go well.
So coming to the, you have said onboarding one. So there are many events that is conducted. So we can publish our website that saying that this is a platform where you can showcase to organization events. And coming to supply chain, we can type with the existing delivery of e-cards where we can give it to supply chain.
And we also have a customization feature in this. So you can customize it by, you can contact the local artisan and customize, giving a reference, or you can contact them on a call and tell what you want, what product, what sort of product.
Our existing product is there. If we want any changes on that, modifications
like there's a pot, you need different painting on it. You can contact them or give a reference saying I want this.
That number will be available only if they give the premium subscription, then only if they are available. So then we can't. Only has trials for that. Numbers are extreme. With the premium subscription also, once you take the but with the location center of the
See, Just Dial gives you that facility. Once you get the number, you don't go to Just Dial again, right?
You can make them contact through us.
That is fine, but once, correct, but you are contacting madam through me, but once you meet, you can take her number, no, then you directly.
I'll stay consistent here. I'll not let them contact each other.
How?
Through me, I will be sending them the...
Correct, Amma, but once at one point in time, you and madam will talk, no?
She says if you like to take the premium solution. Hello.
Okay, thank you.
Brainwave Brigade, the next team should be ready. Idea Ignite be ready.
So good evening, I am Sarmati Negre and we are the Brainwave Diggers. So our teammates are myself and Sanjana, Dhruv, Abhishek, Shivaya. A problem statement is road safety for cyclists. So as we know, nowadays because of less driver awareness and poor lighting system and a very inadequate infrastructure and many such reasons, the accidents have been increasing in roads, especially to the cyclists and such small kinds of vehicles. So we have been asked here to design a smart helmet system, which we have been showing in the next slides. So we have included the key points in our design, which mainly includes sustainable transportation, effective lighting system, and public awareness for safety and initiation for good infrastructure. Of course, we need to have good infrastructure that includes constructing proper cycle lanes and implementing fines for the people who do not abide by them, and also cycle rent shops for distributing the cycles, and promoting eco-friendly community and sustainable transportation. And next one is effective lighting system and of course driving awareness. But our main topic now is the smart helmet, which has the key points: gyroscopic sensor, inflating airbags, SOS buttons, GPS locator, and including emergency alarms. So these are some of the components that we have included in our system: LED strips, actuator, and lithium-ion battery or lithium polymer battery. Then ultrasonic sensor, capsule tube, and microcontroller. Headlight, backlight, airbag, nitrogen airbag, and SOS. With all these equipments, we have designed this helmet. So, as you can see, on the top of this is the internal components of the design. So, on the top of the helmet, there is a GPS module for the location, and then microcontroller, which actually controls the whole system. Then headlights and two LiPo batteries, that is rechargeable, and SOS button, speakers, and nitrogen gas capsule. And also this is the external component, which mainly includes the outer sheet and headlight, sheet protector, and straps and backlight. So coming to the ideation, mainly, we can use a gyroscopic sensor that actually detects the shock waves and impacts during the accidents, and then it sends the signals to the microcontroller, which in turn triggers the SOS system. This SOS system alerts the emergency services like hospitals and nearby police stations, through which they can come and rescue the person who has been got in the accident. So for this location, we have also embedded the GPS system inside that helmet. The second key point is inflating airbags. So the signal from this gyroscopic sensor actually triggers or opens up the nitrogen gas capsule. So this causes the inflation in the airbag. So it gets inflated, because of which the upper body, mainly head, neck and chest, will not be seriously injured whenever accident occurs. Thirdly, SOS button. Of course, as I have explained here, this button is actually user choice. That means the user can use it whenever he is in an emergency situation or for any safety measures. So whenever he presses the button, it triggers the microcontroller and then it sends the signal to the nearest emergency services, and they can come to the rescue. Fourth one is use of carbon fiber. We have used this carbon fiber for outer covering for outer sheet of the helmet. So this is very light in weight and this is very easy to manufacture. It's strong and helpful protection, and it gives a very good experience, and it also absorbs the shock waves. And apart from that, we have also included the speakers in helmet. By integrating the speakers, it mainly helps in the navigation, navigate the location, and also the other uses that speaker is used for, like attending the calls and others. And finally, last but not least, using the ultrasonic sensor. So this is when motor two-wheelers or four-wheeler heavy vehicles come behind the cycle, then these sensors which we have implemented sends a signal to the speaker which we have already implemented. So through which the cyclist can know about the approaching vehicle that is coming, which can prevent accident. So this is the bottom view, and this is how the airbag works. This is a closed airbag, and whenever the telescopic sensor signals come, then it gets inflated because of nitrogen gas, and this is how it works. So as a marketing approach, I would like to say safety is the first priority, safety of the cyclist. So we have safety enhancement, smart connectivity, and innovative tech in this smart helmet. It helps the bicyclists to promote eco-friendly nature in urban areas. Thank you. Thank you very much.
One or two questions you can ask. You can just elaborate the commercial part of it. We are thinking of collaborating commercial in the sense cost, like it's around 5,000 for healthy. Like it's somewhere around 1,500.
pitching. Any team is remaining for the pitching. All are completed.
इंतजार टीम इंतजार वो हो गया पता है I have your papers.
वो पेपर
अब वो बाद में देखेंगे.
बाद में देख लेंगे.
मेरे लैपटॉप में एसडी कार्ड है.
निधि